Fire, 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 fire. So, for those that don't know, Chibi, lovely little VTuber, she went to TwitchCon. She said, sorry for the wait chat, not having the best experience right now, just ugh. The staff at TwitchCon have been lovely for the most part, but they wouldn't let me enter and told me to walk all the way to the help desk to get permission to enter the meet and greet because the wristband they gave me doesn't work. I also had to show my face. It was very scary for me, but I understand why. There are multiple clips of Twitch streamers just walking around wherever. What they checked, I don't know why they're nitpicking. Like, there's some sort of communication issue at Twitch staff at the security of TwitchCon. If someone said they're a VTuber, please believe me. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'd use my voice to try and verify that I'm me. Why are we doing this stupid game? She had to show her face because the wristband they gave her didn't work, so the issue's on their end, but they make it her problem. Yes, they tried to skirt around it and blame her, which is so stupid. To be fair, many places do not allow your face to be covered, but I don't see why this has to be relevant for a TwitchCon. I think it's dumb because we saw multiple clips, multiple by the way, on Twitter of people live streaming and walking around wherever the fuck they want. I hope they at least made you show your face privately. At Offkai, this dude kept outwardly showing my ID and saying my name to get into a meet and greet, and I kept asking them not to. It literally stressed me the frick out because several people watch me were in line too. Sadly, no, not privately, but the staff was very apologetic. Their manager said I had to. It was not private. They didn't even like take her away into a room. Do you realize how stupid that is for a VTuber? This is so gross. Yeah, VTuber can't get into their own meet and greet. An unknown guy can run up to a streamer and try to kiss them. Yeah, that makes sense. Thanks, Twitch. Again, I think there's a massive miscommunication issue at Twitch. I don't know what the hell is going on. And probably they are making their security stricter due to what happened with Emir last night. Well, they should have had that before! Poor freaking Chibi, man. I feel so bad for her. I would honestly, I don't know. I don't know what I'd do. Because on one hand, I don't want to show my face, especially not in a private setting. Maybe like in a conference room where we could like not, you know, expose myself in that sense. It's your prerogative for your privacy. Their Twitch wristband broke. It's not my problem. You can have stricter security and not make a popular content creator face reveal themselves in a crowd. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, like take her away or something. Like it, I don't know. It's not that hard. There's even more, chat. Keep that in mind. Can anyone else from my meet and greet vouch for this? Nax and I were told to stop. I'm so incredibly sad if this is true. I was genuinely so excited to meet everyone. They told us we had to end for our safety. She was doing a meet and greet and the staff, the stuff that happened yesterday was horrible, but they specifically said that if a content creator wanted to meet everyone in the line, they'd have to move to a separate area. However, all of us were told to leave because you weren't feeling well and couldn't meet with people. Chibi was confused and started talking to people because everybody said they had to cut it short because of safety issues. Then they tried to tell her fans that apparently she was feeling unwell and they cut it short and blamed her. Again, massive miscommunication issue. If that was true, I feel like it would be fine, but it's not. They're literally lying. They cut y'all short. When I asked the staff, they said it was y'all who cut it short. I can't believe they tried to shift that onto y'all. No, we always meet every person. Last year, we stayed for 3 hours. I think the line was too long, and for safety, they didn't want us staying. So then say that! Not Chibi, sorry. I mean, like, the Twitch staff should say that to the people sitting there. The people wouldn't be so upset. And Chibi wouldn't be so upset either, because they're trying to shift the blame on her. Again, Chibi is the nicest person ever. Genuinely. I've talked to her a little bit. She's so sweet. That she's not trying not to cause a fuss, but I'll cause a fuss on her behalf, man. Personally, I'd rather just call it if your throat hurts, then it's okay. There's no shame in prioritizing your health plus everything. Wait. Is this about her getting told? No, okay, hold on. They were trying to blame her for being sick. Man, it's so fucking stupid. They said that she was sick, even though she wasn't, by the way. I never told any staff of my voice problems. I didn't even talk to any staff near my booth, only at the entrance. At 3:30, they said the line was cut off, that while most creators typically go to a separate meet and greet area to meet overflow fans, due to circumstances, we all had to leave. I don't think that's referring to me being sick. I think they're referring to the really bad stuff that happened yesterday. Poor Chibi, man. Oh, man. It is so cringe. Where is it? Trying to find it. There was a part where she was talking about being sick. Yes, can anyone else from my meet and greet vouch this? Nax and I were told to stop. They straight up told us they were kicking us out because you couldn't talk anymore and we were ending early. Lying, by the way. We had seen the tweets, so we were like, oh, understandable. But then after the meet and greet, we met up and you said what you did, and we kind of went like, huh? That is a straight up lie. I was feeling better and talking normally. I'm seriously so sorry. Poor Chibi, man. I'm so sorry they were rude. I'm in disbelief right now. And again, I can't help but think that Chibi's not making enough of a stink about it because she's such a nice person. It's unacceptable. Yeah, here it is. Yes, I recall us being told that you and Nags had to end because you weren't feeling well. Chibi says, I'm so heartbroken and confused. I only told Twitter I was sick, never told any staff. Nags and I were level 10 energy the entire time. Why would this happen? They told us to stop for safety. Because they want to blame shift on the streamers. It's pathetic. Just be honest. Like, nobody's gonna get mad. It's because they want to save face. It's so stupid. This is gonna be the last TwitchCon. Mark my words, man. Shelly probably would have raised hell if this happened. She doesn't tolerate this type of behavior. Again, it depends on the person. I'm not trying to shame Chibi for not making a stink about it. She's very sweet. I don't think she's trying to cause drama or anything. It's just that she's very likely very upset that she wanted to spend time with her fans, and then they went behind her back and made her seem like she was like, oh no, well, I'm sick, even though she was fine. It's really, really bad. It's such a bad look, considering all of the proof, and then Chibi replying, saying that she's fine. So after Emmy's issue, they overcompensated on Chibi? Yeah, basically. They're blaming her to save face. TC staff is all over the place on miscommunication between attendees and streamers. A friend of mine was given so much incorrect information, being originally told she could join your line after a separate meet and greet at the same time, but then removed entirely from the meet and greet area. She had a small gift bag of things in a clear bag she wanted to give to you. She asked if security could give it to you. They said yes, then proceeded to toss it in a nearby trash bin. When she confronted them about it, they told her it was a security risk and could have held an explosive. We were told we could join the line again by one staffer, only for security to tell us that it was capped. We don't blame any of this on you. Staff clearly doesn't know what it's doing. Chat, if this is true... Okay, first of all, if they actually thought it was a bomb, why would you throw it in a trash bin? Again, that... Like, put two and two together. If it was a safety risk, why would you put it in a trash bin? Wouldn't you want to get rid of it, like, outside or something? Yeah, this is... Do you know what other company? Do you know what other company took people's gifts and threw them away? Didn't Crunchyroll do this? Didn't Niji Sanji do this? You'd call the bomb squad? Yes, that's what I was saying, man. Again, this is all alleged, but considering all of the things we've read so far of fans being like, yeah, they told us you were sick, they had to cut it short, there's an insane amount of miscommunication here. It was Crunchyroll and Niji Sanji. Yes, Niji Sanji threw away fan letters and then said, oh, well, we lost them. And then Crunchyroll kept gifts from fans for a voice actor. and used it for themselves. Like they distributed among themselves at the staff. Which is honestly not as bad as throwing them in the trash and then saying it's a security risk and saying it could have been a bomb. It's still bad, I'm just saying. This is so pathetic, dude. They threw it in a trash bin for safekeeping. Oh, it's just in there for safekeeping, guys. Don't worry about it. Contempt for the fans. Chat, they don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about content creators. They think content creators should be paraded around. They don't want content creators to be safe. They don't care that the fans want to spend time with their content creators in a safe manner. They just want to use them for money. It's a bomb, let's trash it. Yeah, in the middle of a public setting, inside of the venue. Whoa! I would have never thought of that. I feel like a child would figure out that maybe you should take a bomb outside. That's crazy. They think you're retarded, chat. This is gonna be the last TC, I swear. That's illegally negligent. I don't know the legal parameters of things like that, but still. Look what happened to Camilla's gift, but don't just throw it away. Don't throw it away in the trash bin at the venue if you're gonna make that argument. That's fucking stupid. That's retarded. It's low IQ. It means that they just didn't want to, like, give it to them, basically. They didn't care. You'd probably be safer organizing your own private meet and greet with your own security. Yeah, and it costs a lot of money to have private security, too. Emmy talked about it. Within line sight of the gifter, no less. Yeah, and then they confronted him about it and gaslit them. Isn't this pathetic, man? I feel so bad for Chibi. Chibi, if you're listening, if you're ever listening to this, I like you a lot. You're awesome. I'm sorry this happened to you. That you didn't deserve this. And I know you're very sweet, and you don't want to make a stink. I would be fuming. I would go scorched earth, but you're very kind for not going crazy on this. One private security guy costs at least 2,000 a day. Yeah, and you'd probably have to have a squad. A lot of streamers can't freaking afford that. I don't think even like the top 0.5% of streamers can afford like $50,000 for a week of security. That's a lot of money, man. For like the top end, you know? Even cheap security isn't cheap. I've seen it post from con staff from another event with high-profile influencers and what security measures they take, but can't find it right now. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, there was someone that said that they were doing a terrible job compared to like Comic-Con, which has like high-profile like voice actors and actors for like, you know, movies and comic books and all that. You know, like people like that and artists. And they said they're doing a terrible job. Like, god awful, bare minimum. Like it's so bad. They don't care. They don't give a frick about you, man. I'm surprised nothing worse has happened. Not that this isn't really bad, but you know what I mean? Anyway, I feel terrible for Chibi.